The topic that I want to discuss is maternity leave. Maternity leave refers to the period of time that a new mother takes off from work following the birth of her baby. During Bill Clinton's presidency, he signed the Family Medical Leave Act of 1993 into law. This guaranteed maternity leave to many new mothers through the country by mandating a minimum of 12 weeks unpaid leave to mothers to care for their newborn or newly adopted child. Once maternity leave is up, a mother has a few actions that she can do. One being not returning to work and staying home with her children. This option could be detrimental, though, to the family's financial status by not working, but then you still have to pay for child care. Another option the mother has is to return to work. This would then cause the mother to find care for her 12-week-old. That's only 3 months old. This care could be by family members if they have that, which not all Americans have families that are either A, around, or B, have the time and don't work to be able to watch them. Or they could find a nanny or child care. Ultimately, their decision is to either lose their position and salary to stay at home or leave their child at 12 weeks. But no matter what their decision, most mothers in the U.S. are going 12 weeks without pay to care for their newborn. Only 16% of employers in the U.S. offer fully paid maternity leave. Now, let's compare that to other countries around the world. According to HuffPost, France gives 12 weeks at 100% salary. The UK gives 40 weeks at 90% salary. Brazil offers 120 days at 100%. Italy offers 20 weeks at 80% pay. And even in Saudi Arabia, where women only occupy 13% of the country's workforce, they offer 50% pay for 10 weeks. How can a country that barely has women working still offer paid maternity leave, but then a country like the United States doesn't offer any paid maternity leave? The question now is why they don't offer anything, any pay, and only 12 weeks off, and why the leave is necessary. Research now shows that short maternity leave is bad for the mother and baby. Christopher Roome, author of the first European study, said that paid leave of about 40 weeks saved the most lives of children. Short maternity leave can now be blamed by evidence for developmental delays, sickness, and even death. Bernie Sanders is a great spokesman who talks often about the benefits of paid maternity leave. To quote him in full, he said, "It's an outrage that millions of women in this country are forced back to work after giving birth, simply because they don't have the income to stay home with their newborn babies. Virtually every psychologist who has studied this issue agrees that the first few weeks and months of life are enormously important to a newborn emotional and intellectual development. It's understood that mothers and fathers should spend this time bonding with the new person they have brought into the world." The Family Medical Leave Act we signed into law in 1993 is inadequate for the task. Today, according to the Department of Labor, nearly 8 out of 10 workers who are eligible to take time off under this law cannot do so because they can't afford it. Even worse, 40% of American workers aren't even eligible for this unpaid leave. In my view, every worker in America should be guaranteed at least 12 weeks of paid family and medical leave. That would count for fathers too. That's why I am a proud co-sponsor of the Family Act introduced by Senator Gilbert, which does just that. Under this measure, every employee would receive 12 weeks of paid family and medical leave to take care of a baby, to help a family member who has been diagnosed with cancer or another serious medical condition, to care for themselves if they become seriously ill. This would be funded through an insurance program like Social Security workers. They would pay into every paycheck at the price of roughly one cup of coffee per week. There's no reason not to pass this bill now. You can get involved with this too. You can contact your local congressman and fight to have the Family Act go into to place, not just the Family Medical Leave Act.